now, and action.
Oh my god, that scared me. God. Sure, I'm in there. Alright, we're just doing a little smudge before we get into these questions. Yate mitaku yepi. Welcome back to our channel. It's me, La Kota Bay, and I'm here with Grandma and Grandpa. We asked y'all what questions y'all want to know about Grandma and Grandpa, and so we got a lot of good questions coming up. So today's video, we're gonna ask Grandma and Grandpa the questions you guys want to know. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. First question that everyone wants to know: how did you meet? Who wants to start this?
Well, I was going to school at CU Boulder, and one of my friends was Roger's sister, and we went to like a whole year before I met Roger because he started going to school, and then she introduced me to him.
Yeah, met in the counselor's office.
Not what you think.
How long have you been married?
Let me see if my math is correct. We've been together for 42 and a half years.
42. Dang.
And married, we're going to be
No,
married.
it has to be more than 42 and a half.
We met in 79, so do the math.
In the fall.
43.
43?
Yeah, 43.
43, and this June we'll be married for 40 years.
Dang,
On
40
paper.
years. So how do you guys keep your relationship so strong and going for so long? What's the secret to a happy marriage of 40 years?
I just have to say that we like to go on a lot of adventures together, spend time together, and we're always together. We're just like best friends, and we have the same interests: motorcycles, rock music, and gambling.
Gambling.
Well, yeah, a lot what he says. We like adventures and stuff. I'm just gonna say it was not easy in the beginning. So yeah, but
Not easy.
the more you're with someone and get to know them and share your lives together, the stronger your relationship will get.
It's beautiful. So how many children do you have together, and how many grandchildren?
Go ahead.
We have Angel, of course, our oldest daughter, and then we have Autumn, our youngest daughter, and then our oldest son Thomas, who lives in Chandler, and Robert, our second son, lives
Your
in
adopted
Aurora.
son? Just kidding.
So we have 4, 2 boys, 2 girls.
How many children do you guys have without each other?
0.
Just kidding. Alright, well, how many grandchildren do you have?
We have 9.
Gee, 9. I thought you just had the twins.
The twinians are the youngest. They're 8 and 9.
What's the best part about being grandparents?
We go see them and they're happy to see you.
Oh,
When
yeah.
they're happy to see
They're
you.
happy to see you, and I guess just watching them grow up, because we have older grandchildren who our oldest is 22, right? Going on 23 or going on.
He'll be 23 in a few days.
Oh, yeah.
Our
23
oldest
next
is,
week.
and we watched him, grow up and being a part of his life as a grandfather and grandmother, and then Angelique also got to watch him grow up. And our granddaughters in Chicago, who we don't see too much, but we got to watch them, grow up and all graduate high school and then on into college and adult lifing. And then, of course, our twindians who we get to see more of.
My twin granddaughters.
And our twin granddaughters in Chandler, Arizona. Watch them, yeah. Our first set of twins.
Ooh, they're 17 now. Jeez.
Wow. So, you viewers want to know, how did Grandpa propose to Grandma, and why did Grandma choose Grandpa?
Go, Grandma.
You have to tell them how you proposed to them.
How did you propose?
Well, okay, so we had already been together for a couple of years, and kind of, I don't know, we kind of didn't really think we needed to prove our love for another with a piece of paper. But anyway, it's a long story, but I'll make it short. So I brought one of my friends back. We were living in Denver then, and I brought one of my friends back to the res because his grandma was sick in the hospital, and so I gave him a ride back here. And his uncle worked in the employment assistance office at the BIA, and we went over to visit him. And I just happened to be getting laid off of my job in Denver, so I had my 2 weeks notice, and so that's why it was easy for me to bring him back because I didn't have to work. So anyway, his uncle just asked me, he said, "So Roger, what do you do in Denver?" And I said, "Well, right now I'm nothing. I just got laid off." And he said, "You want to go back to school?" And I said, "Well, sure, but I already used up my tribal money for school and I don't think they'll fund me." He said, "Well, I'm not a tribal program, I'm a government program. And we'll pay for 2 years if you want to go to a 2-year college and get a degree in a vocational college." So I was like, "All right, sure, what do you got?" He said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" So I said, "Well, I kind of like mechanics, so maybe I'll go to school for mechanics." And he says, "Well, you know how many shade tree mechanics on this reservation are that are unemployed?" And I said, "What have you been doing in Denver?" So I said, "I've been working in the wood shop." He says, "Oh, we got this school in Springfield, South Dakota where you can take carpentry classes." So I'm like, "All right, good, I'll go for it." "Are you married?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not married." "Do you have kids?" I go, "Yeah, I got a son." And he said, "Well, we can give you more money if you were married, because your wife's going to need money, your son's going to need money for your family. But if it's just you on your own, you're only going to get a stipend for yourself, but we'll pay for all your college. So if you want to get more money, you better get married." So, all right. So I went back, because Vito was at my parents' house, and I said, "I got some good news and some bad news. What do you want to hear first?" And what did you say, the good news?
Yeah, the good news.
So I said, "All right, I'm going back to college." "Well, what's the bad news?"
What's the bad news?
I said, "We got to get more. We got to get married if you want more money."
No, he said, "We have to get married."
So that's how Grandpa
And that's how I
proposed.
proposed. Very romantic.
Yeah, no ring or anything.
No ring, nothing.
Wow. So I guess I'm expecting too much from Dars. Dang. Is that how he got you, Mom? Or why did you choose to be with Dad?
I don't know.
You don't know why. How old were you guys when you met?
I was 17.
Jay.
I was 19.
Vito was 19. I was just fresh off the res, innocent.
Dang, young one.
He lied to me.
I
He
didn't
was in
lie.
college. He was supposed to be 18.
I didn't lie.
It's supposed to
I
be.
told you exactly how old I was.
Have you always lived in Pine Ridge?
No.
No.
No, we lived in Denver first. Oh,
Denver.
well, we met in Boulder, so we lived in Denver together.
Denver.
We lived in Pine Ridge. And then he went to school. We lived in Springfield, South Dakota. And then we went back to Pine Ridge. And then he got to school again in Bartow State up in Spearfish. So we lived in Whitewood, South Dakota. And then we moved back to Pine Ridge. And then we finally got a place in Rapid City. And then we lived
I think we lived in Rapid for like, what, 11 years?
in yeah.
11 years, and then we moved back
And we
to the
moved
res.
back, and we've been here for 25 years.
25 years we've been back on the res.
Quiet on set! Quiet on set! What siblings do you have, and do you get along with your in-laws?
I have, let's see, I have an older brother and a younger brother, a younger sister and an older sister. So 2 sisters, 2 brothers, and I'm in the middle.
Middle child
Middle
syndrome.
child,
Oh man,
yeah.
that would make sense now.
Yeah.
Do you get along with mom's family?
Oh
Your
yeah.
in-laws?
Yeah, I'm their favorite in-law.
He is. He's like the favorite nephew, the favorite son-in-law.
Just like Darwin?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get along. I get along with all her aunties
Yes.
and uncles and her mom and all her cousins. And yeah, when they have big family gatherings. Well, they did before COVID and before all the older people passed. But we used to always go to North Dakota to Belcourt and Dunseat and meet her family up there, the Ojibwe, Turtle Mountain Ojibways, and they're all good people. Got along good with them.
I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers, and they all live in different places. And what else?
Your brothers are twins.
Brothers
All
are
my
twins.
brothers are twins. They're younger than me. Same age as Roger, only a day apart.
Her brothers are a day older than
A day
me.
older than Roger.
Wow.
Also, my sister has twins, and one of my nieces from her is also going to have twins. So,
Yeah.
and of course, our oldest son has twin daughters too. So,
And I have twins.
Angel has
Yay.
twins. So.
Yeah. And I've been around here for over 40 years, 40 plus years. So yeah, his family's like my family. It really is my family. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your sister was your bestie before you met Dad. What's on your bucket list?
me, I want to go to New Orleans, but I want to go down. I want to take my bike down there and
Do you
ride
want
along,
to party in New Orleans?
party and the Mardi Gras.
Yay!
Ride along the
Party.
golf course.
Yay!
Coast.
Coast.
Nice. What about you, Dad? What's your bucket list? What's on your bucket list?
Well, I think for me, it's to ride the bike all over the United States and Canada. Go to places I haven't been to, like down south. Of course, New Orleans, Florida. And even go to Hawaii and ride my motorcycle in Hawaii.
Good. That leads us to our next question. How far out have you traveled to get on the Harley? What other states have you been to?
We traveled all the way to Illinois to visit our son Robert in Aurora. So
That's
we
the farthest
traveled
east you've been?
farthest east on the bike we've been.
Okay.
Of course, we traveled straight north up to her reservation. Well, I trailered it up there, but I rode around. It was really nice riding around in the Turtle Mountains on the bike. That was on my first bike. And then I traveled to Yellowstone with one of my friends on a bike. But together, Vita and I traveled all the way up to British Columbia on the motorcycle. Took us 3 days. 3 days to visit one of my friends up there. He's the chief of the Okanagan tribe up there, and we got to travel all over in British Columbia on the bike on his reserve, and then we went to the other reserves up there. And then we rode all the way back up to, did we go to Fort Yates?
Oh no, we went up to way up in Montana.
Oh yeah,
Up by the glacier.
up by West Glacier, and
That
then
way.
down,
We came back with them that way.
and then drove up to Standing Rock, and then
Then
back for the
Standing
weekend.
Rock.
And then we drove all the way down to the Four Corners. We went to the Four Corners on the bike down to Cortez, Colorado, and then drove down to the Four Corners and got to see that area. So
But we went to Standing Rock maybe for about 10 years in a row almost. Right?
we drive up there every year. No, it's been like 15 years.
Well, I didn't
So
go
we do the Wounded Knee Memorial motorcycle ride and do that every year. So.
We took a camping trip once into Montana, and then we went down into Wyoming to Colorado. Remember that one?
Oh yeah,
Came
yeah,
back.
that's right. We went to
And then we went to Bull Beach.
up by Yellowknife.
We've been up along the peak to peak in
Did the peak to
Colorado.
peak in Colorado.
We went all the way down to Four Corners. That was the last long trip. Well, no, yeah, other than Standing Rock, it was at Standing Rock last year, but before that was to the Four Corners. So.
What do you like or dislike about the Sturgis Rally?
What I dislike about it, I've been going there for like 40 years, 30 years on a motorcycle. It's changed. No, everybody used to ride their bikes there, and it was about bikers. But now you have all these rich urban bikers who don't even ride their bikes out. They tow them out and jump on an airplane and pick them up at the airport, and then just drive 30 miles to Sturgis and call themselves bikers. So
Yeah,
it's like $30,000, and a bike don't make you a real biker.
And it's also like more of an RV rally now.
Yeah, it's like an RV rally.
Because everybody's got RVs. Used to be everyone would just camp out, and it used to be more funner when it was smaller.
Smaller, yeah. It's just this huge event, and
All tourists.
but the concerts we really like to go. We used to like to go to. There wasn't that. I mean, there was some regular like ZZ Top used to always go, and a bunch of old rock bands used to go all the time. But
It's fun because our friends come out every year. And
yeah,
they hang
I think
with
that's
them.
the best
That's the
thing
best
about
part.
it is we have friends, biker friends, native biker friends that come
From
out
all over the
from
place.
all over the United States and Canada that come out, and we get to spend time with them riding the hills.
How long have you been riding?
I've been riding, I think, for at least 45 years or more. I started out with a little Yamaha 60 back in 1970. Oh no, it's almost 50 years. 1973, 74.
1873.
Where you going?
And then we used to chase our horses in on motorcycles to the corral, and then put our bike away and then jump on a horse and ride horse. So, but yeah, I've been riding for a long time. So yeah, when you have kids, you really can't afford a motorcycle. So,
And then you don't have a babysitter.
and you have a babysitter. So if we
Sure, you
did,
guys just leave me all the time.
But-
Remember chasing you down the road? All crying. And you just take off.
we got a. Did I get that? I got a motorcycle right after Angel was born, didn't I? Or that red Suzuki.
About 3, 4.
3 or 4 when I bought a Suzuki that I painted. I painted it for one of my friends, and then he just gave it to me for $200. So.
Have a story.
Oh, where we at? What?
Remember when you went for a ride and Angel put on her little biker vest and wanted to go with you?
Well, I guess so. One time, so I was going for a ride on my Sportster, and Angel used to always ride around with me. She used to have a little biker vest, and she'd put it on, her little leather vest, and I'd take her around Pine Ridge. Anyway, I was going to go for a little short ride because Vita said, supper's almost done. So I said, what? How long? She said, like 10 minutes. I was like, all right, I'm going to take a quick ride on the bike. So I went out, started up my bike, and Angel came out. She had her little vest on. She's like, I want to go, Daddy, take me. I was like, no, I'm just going around. I'll be right back. It's almost supper time. And I took off running. I guess she chased me down and wanted to go. She was crying. But anyway, so when I was going around, I came upon this pothole. And I was going real slow. And it was next to a light pole. This pothole and a light pole. And I was going to go in between the pothole and the light pole, but at the last second I changed my mind and I turned the other way, and instead of hitting my back brake because I had my feet up on my highway pegs, I hit the front brake and my bike wrecked and I broke my leg in 3 places. So luckily I didn't have her with me, because if she was with me, she would have been with me when I crashed.
If I was with you, you wouldn't have crashed.
Or I probably would never crashed. I probably would never gone that way.
Yeah.
Once, Mama.
Alright, other question.
Next question.
Do you ride in the cold?
We have to.
Here.
Yes, that's what leather jackets are for. That's the only time we wear our leather jackets, when it is cold. But yeah, sometimes I remember one time we rode, it was like 40 degrees out.
Dang.
But we have leather chaps and leather jackets for that, so.
Okay. And so earlier you talked about Sturgis and going to shows at Sturgis. People want to know, what bands have you seen live? Scads?
At Sturgis?
At Sturgis or all together?
I think they just said in general.
In general. Together we went to the Stones and George Thorogood and Hart. Journey, who's our favorite. We went to go see Journey together.
Next question. What type of music do you like to play? And do you like to play lead or rhythm guitar?
Oh, I like to play old classic rock. I'm just recently starting to play, we used to play country when we had gigs back in the day, like Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard. But I'm more of a rhythm and I'm learning more leads. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, is classic rock and some old country.
Okay, so I think that wraps up the Harley Music Sturgis questions. We're going to go into the Navajo Man and Lakota Bay questions about us. So, what was your first impression of Darwin, Navajo Man?
Well, for me, I thought he was kind of a shy, young native boy. You could tell he was brought up in a traditional way by the way he talked and how he conducted himself. He was real respectful. And yeah, so that was kind of my first impression of him, that he was a respectful young Navajo man, Navajo boy. Sorry.
Navajo boy. Oh.
Back then.
What about you, Grandma?
I thought he was really polite, nice young man. He of course he was nervous, and you could tell. But yeah, I liked him.
Oh, did he have your approval?
He had my approval.
Whoa,
That's
that's a lot coming from Grandma. She don't like anyone.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kind of that kind of person.
Do you wish that Lakota Bay, your child, your favorite child, married into her own tribe?
No. I say no because she's related to everybody.
Yeah, she has too many cousins down here. And,
Does that matter what tribe or?
to me, no, it doesn't matter what
Race.
tribe or race, whatever. As long as she's happy, then we're happy. So we're not. It doesn't matter who she marries, who her.
Yeah, whoever she's happy with.
Yeah, our family's like an international world
we
family.
we have an international family, especially on my side.
What is it going to take for Navajo men to buy your daughter, essentially? To marry your daughter. What are you asking for Darwin to have your daughter?
I don't know.
What is your dowry?
My daughter's not for sale.
Dang. There you go, Mom.
Not for sale.
Good answer.
Grandpa's gonna need 10 horses.
10 horses.
5 sheep.
5 sheep.
Sheep.
And goats.
And a buffalo robe.
And a buffalo robe. All right. What about jewelry, Mom? Come on. What about the jewelry?
What about it?
What kind of jewelry you
A
want?
squash blossom. Grandma needs a squash blossom.
Like I said, my daughter's not for sale.
Hey.
Damn.
Have any advice to Navajo men and Lakota Bay to being parents?
Listen to your mothers. No.
Listen to your mothers. Listen to your mumsies. I think they're doing a good job parenting the
Yeah,
twins.
they're good parents.
I mean, we raised her right, so best we could anyway. And that's usually how you learn your parenting skills, is from your parents. So, and Darwin, of course, he was raised in a good way. You could tell. We met Norma, good woman, raised him in a good, respectful way. So.
Oh, you never met his dad, huh?
No, we never got to meet his dad. He passed away, but before we could meet him, but yeah, we didn't get to meet him.
Yeah.
But you know, he was. I mean, when his dad passed, and I talked to Darwin, and you know, he was. You could tell he was. He accepted it. That's he knew that his dad was gonna pass, and he got to talk with his dad before he passed.
Yeah.
So Darwin. So both of them, I think, are good parents. We just try to give them advice, and you know how your children are. They don't always listen to you, but we just try our best to give them advice.
How was Lakota Bay growing up? How was I?
She was really cute.
Still in.
She's like the little leader of the pack. Everyone follow her around. She had lots of friends.
A lot of friends.
Natani.
A lot of friends.
She was a girly girl.
Yeah.
She always liked to dress up and carry a little purse around. And
Still do.
wear high heels and diapers.
Alright, what did you know about the Navajo culture and people before Darwin came?
My roommate in Boulder, way back in '79, his name was Dennis Manuelito. And so I learned a lot about, his upbringing, growing up in, I think he was from Window Rock.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a direct descendant of Chief Manuelito. So
Whoa.
he had really long hair, and he used to tie it up in a Navajo bun.
Did
And,
you put yarn in it?
yeah, he used yarn, and he was very traditional Navajo. So he kind of taught me. I knew a little bit. I mean, not in depth stuff, but just from having a roommate for a year. And we're still good friends. Actually, we still keep in contact.
Yeah, I had some friends who were Navajo too, so I used to hang out with some girls.
Who were more rowdy, the Lakota girls or the Navajo girls?
Lakota
Hey, Lakota girls. are more
Lakota
rowdy.
girl.
Yeah. That's why Dar got with Lakota. He likes his women rowdy. Do you like being on our vlogs? What's it like being grandparents of the famous Twin Deans on our YouTube channel?
Well, sometimes, like at first, when they first started vlogging, I didn't know they were going live or they were filming us.
See that?
So I didn't know what Darwin was doing until I saw it later when he posted it up on YouTube. So, but I think it's kind of fun. I mean, because we don't like to watch ourselves. But we like to watch the Twin Deans and Angel and Dar. Yeah, that's kind of how we were.
Yeah.
And Grandma don't like to be on. She's
I don't like to be on
shy.
camera. I know.
Too shy.
Having your grand boys here as part Navajo, do you want them to continue being Navajo, to continue their Navajo cultures and traditions?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going to be tricultural, multicultural, growing up in this society. I think both indigenous cultures are important for them to learn, especially their languages. And so, yeah, I encourage them to learn their Navajo, Dene language and culture.
What Navajo words or phrases do you know?
Yadla.
Yadla.
Eke. What else did I pick up from Darwin? Anali.
No.
Shima.
Shima.
Yate.
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 Yes, you forgot to ask them who their favorite kid was.
Oh, for some reason, one of our subscribers wants to know who your favorite child is, but we already know the answer.
They're all our favorites, all four of them. We don't have favorites. We don't pick favorites.
I don't think I asked you this one. Do you have any plans on visiting the Navajo Res? And if yes, what parts do you want to visit? And have you eaten any Navajo food?
Oh, well, yeah, we want to go down and visit. We want to go all over. We want to see.
You went down there already. What?
Yeah, we went down to Tisto and we hit all the casinos all the way down.
Minera. Oh, that was like Apache.
Well, that's because we were on our way.
We're on our way to Phoenix.
It's like
We were looking at houses in Flagstaff.
Yeah, I didn't know that. First time hearing it.
I want to live in Flagstaff.
Yeah, we want to move to Flagstaff when I retire, so because I want to ride my motorcycle all year round.
I guess we're moving to
Nah.
Arizona.
While we're waiting for Darwin and Angel to move down there, because we have a son down here already, and Chandler.
We're all moving to Arizona. Anything else you guys want to say?
I just want to
In this-
say thanks for subscribing to our daughter Navajo Band's channel. I mean, they did it during a pandemic when everybody was locked in and nothing else to do, and they just kind of blew up. We watched their meet and greets, and we were kind of amazed at how much subscribers they have, and
A lot we're asking for you guys
And,
too.
and how much they like to watch the Twindians. Because I know in our culture, in our Lakota way, Twindians are wakha, are sacred. In our way, they say they're sent to us to teach us something. And so we always observe them and see what they do. They're here to teach us a lesson. And I know in the Navajo culture, they're also sacred. So
Put it up. Thanks for putting up with this man.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
like,
Alright.
Well,
Oh, thank
they can
you.
subscribe to my channel.
Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe to Grandma and Grandpa's channel. Hopefully they'll be putting up content soon. It's in the works. Purple Thunder Night.
All one word.
All one word, Purple Thunder Night. We'll put it below here. Thank you, Mom and Dad, Grandma and Grandpa, for being on our channel, answering the subscribers' questions, and I'm sure you guys will be on our vlog again.
all right, I hope we answered all your questions.
Yeah.
If not,
Another one.
Yeah.
guess we'll have to go live.
Yeah. Alright, thank you all. Make sure to like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so you know when we upload a new video or go live. Alright, thank you. Wopila. We'll see you guys in the next video. Hagonet Doksha.
Doksha.